Thank you very much. So good afternoon and thank you very much to all evaluators and participants who agreed to join us for today's Princess demo. Today, she will be teaching oral communication for grade 11 students. So it is expected that our participants will act as a grade 11 students. In our course called Values Integration in Various Disciplines, we push ourselves to be creative in integrating different values in every subject that we have in the Philippines, from junior high school to senior high school, because we strongly believe that every teacher should be a values education teacher, regardless of the subject they teach. Once again, thank you very much and good luck. And the floor is yours, Teacher Princess.
Good afternoon, everyone. Visible na po ba yung screen ko?
Yes po.
Ayan. So, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, grade 11 diversity. I am Teacher Princess, your teacher in the subject oral communication. So, to start, let's start our session with a prayer. So, please bow your head and feel the presence of the Lord. Amen. So, may we call on our class secretary to check our attendance? Jaslyn?
Present po.
No, you're the class secretary, right?
Ah,
May we
sorry
know
po.
who are the absentees for today?
Wait lang po. Sorry po, teacher.
That's all right.
Nandito na din po si Mark, si Yoj, and no one's absent po, teacher. Nandito na po sila.
Okay. So I'm glad that you are complete today. So in this session, I want you to be reminded by our classroom rules called oral. So can anyone please read our classroom rules? Yes. Yes, Shekaina.
Hello po, am I audible po?
Yes, yes, Shekaina, you're audible.
Classroom rules. O. Observe classroom etiquette. R. Raise your virtual hand before speaking. A. Always use appropriate language. And L. Listen actively and stay engaged.
Okay, so please be reminded of these classroom rules. You should have this, or you should be reminded all throughout this session. So at the end of this session, you are expected to, so please read silently this our learning objectives for today's session. I'll give you seconds to read this. All right. I hope that you understand our learning objectives for today. So for us to be more engaged into this session, I have prepared an activity called Never Have I Ever. Have you ever heard this kind of activity or game?
Yes po,
Um,
teacher.
all right. So I guess some of you are familiar with this kind of activity. So this activity will be translated online. So the mechanics of this activity will be translated online. So can Jezreel please read our instructions for this activity?
Okay po, teacher. Instructions. Carefully read each never have I ever statement. Then respond based on your personal experience. If you if your answer is I have, raise your virtual hand, and if your answer is never, type it in the chat box.
Okay, are the instructions clear?
Yes po, teacher.
So can anyone try to raise their virtual hand? Everyone try. if your virtual hand is working. So that's good. All your virtual hand are working. So let's start our activity. For the first statement, we have never have I ever had to adjust to communicate with someone from different cultural group. Okay. Keep the responses coming. Alright, so mostly of you to already experienced to adjust their so can I ask for those students who are raising their hand on how was your experience to that situation? Yes, Jamie.
Ayun po. I hope I am audible, teacher. Personally po, when I tried to communicate sa tao na iba po ang cultural group, it was a bit hard sa akin kasi hindi po ako sanay sa language na ginagamit nila. Pero I tried my best para po magkaroon po kami ng connection and para po magkaintindihan po kami.
Yeah, so I'm glad that you tried even if it's hard. So I'm glad that you still try to adjust and communicate with them. So how about the others? How about Shello?
Hello po, teacher. I hope I'm also audible. So, sa end ko naman po, since I am from Quezon Province, there's a lot of terms or words na hindi ginagamit dito nung lumipat ako sa Manila. So, medyo nahihirapan din akong mag-adjust on how I communicate or talk with people here sa Manila po.
So same with Jamie, she also have a hard time to adjust her communication, the way she communicate. But I'm glad that you're still able to adjust your communication style. So next statement we have never have I ever felt misunderstood by my opinion because of my gender. So keep the so no one is raising their hands. What are instructions later? What are the instructions later? You should comment never if you never experienced this statement. So Patricia, yes, keep the comments coming. Alright, so I'm glad that all of you never felt to be misunderstood, never felt that your opinion is misunderstood because of your gender. So for our next statement, we have never have I ever been in a conversation where someone's social status influenced the way they communicated with me. Okay, keep your response coming. Alright, so mostly of you, and I guess all of you, never experienced this situation. Next, never have I ever been in a situation where I had to be extra sensitive to someone's cultural background while communicating. Okay, we have Jaslyn. So Jaslyn, can you share the experience and can you share how it affected you, like in that situation?
Of siguro po, teacher, kasi I'm from Nueva Ecija and uh, parang lately lang po kami lumipat dito. So, syempre, yung iba po yung since kahit Tagalog po sa Nueva Ecija, meron pa rin pong ibang language na dito yung mga ginagamit. Like, for example, yung pag-uurong, sa amin, paghuhugas yun ng plato. Pero dito sa Manila ay pag umurong ka is parang aatras ka, ganun. So, um, yung mga different language and different cultural background, syempre, kailangan ko pong maging extra sensitive kasi may mga times po na hindi nila ako naiintindihan. So, parang nami-misunderstood po nila yung sinasabi ko kasi magkaiba po kami ng lengguwahe. Kaya parang kailangan ko pong i-explain pa uli na ganito yung meaning or itanong po muna kung ganun din ba yung meaning sa kanila nung word na yon para hindi po magkaroon ng problema.
And so I guess that it's good that you are able to adjust your communication, the way you communicate, because there are words that have different meanings from different people who are from different background. So for our next statement, we have, oh, that's the last statement that we have. So to reflect to this activity, I have here questions that you should answer. For our first question, what is the activity all about? Raise your hand if you want to answer. Yes, student Winyam. Is Winyam here?
Yes po, naman din
Yes.
teacher. I think yung activity po na ginagawa po natin is all about communication and sa mga language na ginagamit natin and kung paano tayo kailangan maging sensitive at maging careful sa pakikipag-usap natin. Kasi sometimes, nami-misunderstood nila tayo at nami-misunderstood natin sila kapag hindi natin sila iniintindi or hindi tayo nag-a-adjust sa kanila. That's all.
Teacher, wala ka pong ano po.
Oh, I'm sorry for that. So Winyam tells that the activity is all about communication and how to show sensitivity to communication. So for the next question, what did you notice to your answers compared to your classmates?
Teacher, nakamute ka po.
Yes, Nicole, are you here? Alright, looks like ayan, ayan pala si Nicole. So, can you answer my question? What did you notice from your responses compared to your classmates?
I noticed po that we have some answers that is different, and also some of our answers are common po, teacher, when it comes to sensitivity and awareness of the backgrounds of people that we are talking to po.
You notice the different answers, but you also notice the common answers about sensitivity. Wait a minute. Alright, so Nicole noticed this. How about others? What did you notice about the responses, about your responses from your classmates? Yes. Yoj, are you there? Okay. Hello, Yoj. I guess Yoj have a technical problem because I can't hear him properly. Can anyone please comment to tell Yoj that his internet connection
Siguro
is
yung
mabagal?
yung
Alright, Shello is raising her hand earlier. Shello, can you share what did you notice
language
about our
barriers po.
activity?
Teacher, yung experiences po namin na common and also different ay nakabase po sa pagkakaiba-iba ng cultural background po namin o yung mga lugar kung saan kami nanggaling po.
Okay. That's right, that you have differences in the cultural background. So for next question, in terms of communicating with someone, how would you feel if your perspectives or opinions are not considered with the people you're communicating to? Yes, Patricia, can you answer my question?
I'm sorry po, but can you repeat the question po?
In terms of communicating with someone from different background, how would you feel if they did not consider your perspectives?
I think I'll be offended, but I can understand them because um they we come from different backgrounds, and they did not understand my perspective, and also I may not understand their perspective also because of different backgrounds.
Right. So you'll be offended, but still you'll be able to understand if they are not able to understand, if they are not able to consider your perspectives. So given these feelings, how about when they consider your perspectives? How would you feel about that? Should I call to another students? Yes, Jamie.
Ayun po, teacher po, I will admire the person and appreciate their um gesture for trying to consider my cultural background po.
All right, thank you for that. How about another answer from, yes, Jaslyn?
Teacher, I will be grateful po. Magiging mapagpasalamat po ako kasi hindi naman po yung ganong pag-uugali ay hindi naman po talaga natin makikita sa lahat ng taong makakakilala natin o makakasalubong natin. Pero yung thoughts po kasi na kinonsider nila tayo, yung mararamdaman natin, it's a big thing po. So talagang magpapasalamat po ako.
So Jaslyn would be thankful if her perspectives are not are considered in a communication. How about, yes, how about Shelo? How about Shekaina? Yes, Shekaina.
Teacher, I will feel relieved po. Kasi it just means na even though we live in different backgrounds and we have different cultures, parang nag-effort po sila to understand where I'm coming from.
Sure, nakamute ko po.
How about Shelo? How would you feel if your perspectives are considered in when you are communicating with someone from different background?
The connection would be instantly there po and mararamdaman ko po agad na nirerespeto ako ng kausap ko regardless our differences po.
So ayun. So there. So Shelo would feel respected when her perspective are considered and valued when communicating with someone. How about what do you think your actions or simple ways to do to demonstrate sensitivity or respect to someone from different culture, gender or social status? Let's start with culture. Yes, John J. Mart, are you here? Okay. All right. Looks like John J. Mart are not here. How about Nicole?
For me, teacher, to show respect to people coming from different backgrounds and culture, I think I will consider to learn more about their culture. Like, for example, I will search more about them, and also, teacher, to actively listen to their perspectives without judging them, without without judgment for teacher.
Okay. Learn more about their culture. How about others? What simple ways can you do to demonstrate sensitivity and respect to people that comes from different gender? Yes, student Patricia.
I think we should also educate ourselves about gender issue and learn about gender differences, roles, and issues that can help us understand their challenges. Also, um, yeah, we should understand that not all of people are have the same genders, and we should also um think about what they feel.
So we should be more educated about different genders. How about in social status? Yes, Fiona. How about Fiona? Fiona, are you here?
Yes po. When it comes to their social status, I think yung difference po is kailangan din natin i-consider na not all of us experience the same things in life. So we have to be more considerate of their experiences, and yun lang po. We have to be respectful of what kung ano yung alam nila, or baka meron magkaiba yung situation natin, ganun. So we have to be considerate and respectful to everyone.
So to be able to demonstrate sensitivity towards towards social status, we should give consideration to people. So how about in teaching others? For example, is your friends, peers, or family? How can you tell them, or how can you teach them on how to show sensitivity towards these dimensions? How about yes, Jamie?
Ayun po, teacher, for me po to help other or to teach others how to give respect sa culture ng ibang tao is, of course, I will also tell them to try and learn more about the culture and embrace kung ano man po yung traditions ng ibang tao.
How about in gender? Yes, Jocelyn. How can you teach your peers, family, or friends to show them to demonstrate sensitivity towards other genders?
Siguro po ako, teacher, is first, makikipag-usap po ako sa kanila, and pag-uusapan po nila kung ano yung mga opinions nila dito. Kasi by having a talk with them, syempre dun po mag-start kung paano ko sila may educate na, okay, ganito pala yung tingin niya dito, ire-respect ko yun. But I also need to explain sa kanya na yung ganyang perspective niya, kasi hindi naman po lahat 'di ba ng perspective about gender, social status and all ay talagang makikita po natin as something na kino-consider yung iba. So by doing that po, pwede ko nga explain na how would you feel if ikaw naman yung nandun, kung ganito yung magiging tingin. So by doing that, by explaining the holistic side of perspective of different people, makikita po natin doon na, okay, meron palang epekto yung mga akala natin ay, syempre entitled po tayo sa mga paniniwala natin, 'di ba? So, dun po natin makikita na parang, okay, may epekto pala yung mga bawat sinasabi natin or bawat paniniwala natin sa ibang tao.
So you'll communicate with them regarding this gender. So how about in social status? How can you teach others or your family regarding on how to demonstrate sensitivity towards social status? Yes, John J. Mart. Is J. Mart already there? How about Joshua?
Hello. I'm so sorry. Can you please repeat the question kasi nag-switch ako ng device.
Alright, so how can you teach like your family, peers, or classmates to to demonstrate sensitivity towards social status?
Thank you for your questions. I think I can teach my family, especially that they need to open-minded. Like not everyone have the same perspective or opinion in their life. That everyone have their own stance or own opinion. So I will teach my parents and also my friends to open-minded. Thank you.
You encourage them to be open-minded so that the other perspectives will also be considered. Alright. To deepen our understanding on how to demonstrate towards sensitivity to these social cultural dimensions, let's have our discussion. So first we have culture. May can anyone please read this example statement of is insensitive statement about culture? Yes, Nicole.
Insensitive statement about culture. People from India prepared their food dirty.
So why do you think this statement is insensitive?
I think this statement is considered as insensitive since people who commented these words are not very careful on what they are saying. Like they are explicitly say that people in India are preparing their food dirty without knowing what is the reason behind it, po, teacher.
So exactly, this statement is generalizing the population from India. So this statement is an example of insensitive statement about culture. So for you to be able to be an culturally sensitive communicator, you should have these characteristics. First is avoid stereotypes. Can anyone please read? Yes. Yes, William.
Avoid stereotypes. Recognize the individuality of each person, understanding that culture doesn't define everything about a person.
All right, we should see each person unique because they have different background aside from their culture. So their culture doesn't define everything about them. So we should know that they are different from what stereotypes they have in the culture. Next is be respectful. So anyone can please read. Yes, Shekaina.
Respectful. They treat everyone with respect regardless of cultural background and value the differences in others' cultures, beliefs, and practices.
So no matter what cultural background a person have, we should always respect them and listen and appreciate the differences that we have. So always remember that it costs nothing to be respectful to others. So next dimension is we have I so if you're able to practice or put in action this characteristics, you'll be able to say or state this statement from someone's culture. Can anyone please read? Yes, Jezreel. Yes, Jezreel. Alright, I can't hear Jezreel.
And example here po, am I audible po?
Yes.
Okay po. Example of sensitive statement. People from different cultures have unique traditions and strengths.
Alright. So, do you think this is an example of sensitive statement about? Why do you think this is an example of sensitive statement about culture? Yes, Jezreel.
Teacher, because this statement it acknowledges the different cultures and unique traditions of each cultures po.
Okay. So this statement acknowledges different and unique traditions that a culture have. So for the next dimension, we have gender. So an example of insensitive statement about gender is this. Can anyone please read? Yes. Hindi. Yes, Fiona.
Real men don't do housework.
Do you agree with this? With this statement?
Me po, personally, no po.
Why? Why you don't agree with this statement?
Kasi, like, especially nowadays, we don't have to, like, consider the gender when we do things like this. Kasi, um, pag sinabi nating real men don't do houseworks, pwede rin namang gawin ng mga babae yung magagawa ng mga lalaki. And it doesn't, and in the same sense, pwede rin gawin ng mga lalaki yung usual or yung common na expectations na ginagawa ng mga babae. So,
Exactly. So housework is for everyone. So this kind of insensitive statement about gender should be stopped because it's giving the idea that women should also be the one who will do the housework. So for you to be a gender sensitive communicator, you should have these characteristics. First is avoids gender based assumptions. So just the example earlier is real men don't do houseworks. We should avoid that statement because it assumes that someone's interest and abilities is based on their gender, which is not true. So you can do anything like housework, like what men can do can also do by women and vice versa. Next, can anyone please read? Yes, Jaslyn.
Thank you po, teacher. Use inclusive language. They use language that acknowledge all genders, ensuring that everyone feels represented.
Okay, from what you've read, what characteristics should we have?
Sensitive teacher, being respectful, and pag kasi naging gumamit po tayo ng mga inclusive language like yung sinabi ko pong kwento kanina, nagbibigay po tayo ng pagrespeto doon sa kasarian, doon sa culture nila. Kasi if hindi po natin papansinin or parang entitled tayo na, oh, language ko to, gender ko to, bahala kayo, beliefs ko to. I think, teacher, hindi po magkakaroon ng peace. Lagi po sigurong may gulo. Magkakaroon ng hindi pagkakaintindihan.
Okay, use inclusive language. So when you're communicating with people who have different gender, you can ask them what pronouns they prefer, he, she, or they want them. So you should ask them on yes, Daniel.
Hi po, teacher. I have a question po. Can you give two sensitive statements po that are used by most Filipinos?
Sensitive statements
Yes po.
about what? About gender or the culture?
I think siguro po about gender po. Ano po kaya yung ginagamit nila po na sensitive statements? Statements.
Just what I said earlier. Filipino use the plural pronouns. For example, when you are talking with different genders in a situation, you'll call them with sila or parang Are you still raising your hand?
Yes po. Since you mentioned po the use po of sila and siya, is that sensitive po or why? Kung sensitive po siya, bakit po kaya?
It is sensitive because hindi niya basta lang binibigkas na babae lang or hindi. Dahil inclusive yung ginagamit nila. For example is halo-halo babae, lalaki or LGBTQ yung nasa isang situation. Ginagamit niya yung word na sila para hindi lang patungkol sa isang tao. Patungkol yon sa buong grupo. So next, yes, Daniel.
Sorry po, ma'am. I don't understand, but can you explain it po in English po?
For example, if you are communicating with a group of people and that group of people have gender have have someone who is man, women, or part of LGBTQ, the word them or um the word them or calling them the word them um it will be more inclusive because um you are not just calling them by their pronouns like her, him. You're calling them as a group, and that will show an inclusive language.
Okay, so in essence, Filipinos use non-gendered pronouns. Is that what you're saying, ma'am?
Yes, Daniel.
Okay.
So Filipinos use non-gender pronouns to be more inclusive. So next is treat everyone equally. Can anyone please read? Yes, Shelo.
Uh, Treat everyone equally. They believe in and practice gender equality, treating people of all genders with the same level of respect and importance regardless of societal stereotypes or norms.
Okay, so we should treat everyone equality. We should treat everyone equality without bias and just pure fairness. Next. Next, so if you are able to apply these characteristics in your life, you'll be a gender sensitive communicator and you'll be able to state this statement. Can anyone please read? Yes, Shekaina.
Example of sensitive statement. Everyone, regardless of gender, should have equal opportunities to succeed and be heard.
Why do you think this is a sensitive statement?
Kasi po, it recognizes the right of every individual to have equal opportunities.
Okay, this statement is sensitive or showing sensitivity towards someone's gender because it is inclusive and fair for all genders. Next dimension is we have social status.
Teacher,
Yes.
can I ask po before we proceed?
Yes. What's
At
your question?
ask lang po, are teachers gender sensitive po?
Yes again?
Ang question ko po is yung mga teachers po ba, are they gender sensitive po?
Yes, of course, teachers are gender sensitive. For example, because their learners are diverse in a classroom. Of course, teachers should be a gender sensitive. For example, when calling their students, they should ask on how the students what pronouns do students prefer, or they can just ask. They can just say their name or call their name when they are participating in class. Did I answer your question?
Yes po, teacher. Thank you po.
All right. Next dimension is we have social status. So, an example of insensitive statement about social status is, William, can you please read?
Statement about social status. If you don't have a job that pays a high salary, you're not important.
Why do you think this statement is insensitive?
Kasi po sa statement, sinasabi na kapag kapag hindi mataas ang sahod mo, ibig sabihin hindi ka na importante. Tao lang tayo, and lahat tayo um, lahat na nagtatrabaho for our loved ones. So lahat tayo, importante pa rin kasi pare-parehas lang tayo nagtatrabaho para sa mga importanteng bagay or sa mga taong mahal natin sa buhay. Ang pinagkakaiba lang is hindi lang mataas yung sahod na nakukuha ng iba and yung iba matataas ng
All right, exactly. All of us are equal. So, any other hands, why do you think this statement is insensitive? Yes, Cass?
Thank you. Based on the statement, it judge people by money. So based to the statement, it says that only people with high paying jobs matter, which is wrong, which is strongly wrong. Everyone is important no matter how much they earn.
Exactly. We should not look to add to the salary of people. We should look for the for people as a person and not based on his money. So for you to be a socially status sensitive communicator, you should have these characteristics. First is kind. Can anyone please read and explain what kind is? Yes, Christian.
Teacher, may I ask lang po, can you give two other samples in English, ma'am, being used by Filipinos?
In what dimension?
Yung previous po.
Social status?
Yes po. This dimension po, yes po.
For example, in a fast food chain, the crew there is somehow deg- there are statements that degrades the crews. Parang people said that people crew is they treat crew as lower as them because they see crew as just the one that clean their mess in a fast food chain. So here is the example statement. For example is leave it behind. There are crew that should that will clean it up. So that statement is insensitive because if you can clean that mess, if you can clean your mess, you can do it so that it can ease the burden to the crew. So another example is for the construction workers that we have in our country. So they say that construction workers are a is a is a is a job for lower people or for people who do not finish studies. So for the sample statement that we have for the construction workers is um if the people who work in a construction site is those people who did not finish studies, which is insensitive because they are degrading the construction workers. They are degrading the construction workers even if they are working so hard for their family. So that's an Filipino statement example of insensitive sa social status. Next,
Ma'am, may other pa po.
yes.
Ma'am, why do you think people use socially status in insensitive language po?
Again,
Why do you think people use socially insensitive language po?
because sometimes people see other people as lower as them. For example, is what Joshua said earlier is when you have a high paying salary other than others, some people tend to look lower at them, lower at the people who have a paying salary. So I guess that's the reason why other people treat themselves as higher as them because they have a more high paying salary. Did I answer your question?
Another po, ma'am,
Yes.
connected po dyan. Do you mean poor people do not use such language po ba?
What? Again?
Do you mean poor people do not use such language?
Um No, I guess poor people also use that language. For example, if there are still people who are lower than them, I have I have here neighbors use that such kind of language even if I have here neighbors that also use that kind of insensitive statements to our other neighbors just because they think they are higher than them. Okay. Did I answer your question?
Last na po, ma'am. Do poor people use insensitive statement towards rich people?
I guess yes, because um before I watched a video wherein a guard is arguing with someone who have a car. Then the guard says, porket mayaman kayo, gaganituhin nyo kami. So there, I guess they see rich people. They use their poor they use their poor they use their poor status to mock people from from rich status.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you po. Time's up na rin po, demo teacher. Thank you po.
Alright, thank you.
So, ayan, nasaksihan po natin yung demo teacher ni Teacher Princess Valdez sa under the subject Senior High School Oral Communications. So, palakpakan po natin siya. Virtual round of applause. Ayan. And may I request po na mag-open po tayo lahat ng camera from the students and observers po ng mga kaklase namin and also the evaluators and uh, the fourth year po na kasama po natin dito for a photo op. And pasabihan na lang po kami yung assign po sa photo op if ready na. Thank you.
Okay po, waiting po sa iba. Ready na po? Open cam po sa iba. Ready na po. 3, 2, 1. Isa pa po. 3, 2, 1. Okay na po.
Ayun. So, thank you everyone. And please stay lang po dito yung mga evaluators po natin for post-con po. And sana po ay naka-open mic din po kayo kapag magbibigay po ng dalawang avoid and dalawang continue po per evaluators po niya. And take note lang po na kapag nasabi na po ng isa pang kasama nating evaluator yung comments niya is sana po ay yung mga remaining evaluators ay iba na po ang mai-comment nyo po na dalawang avoid and dalawang continue. So, thank you.
Maybe we can start po with my observers. Yes, Teacher Don.
All right. So good afternoon, everyone. And for my observations with regards to your demo teaching, I think one thing that you should continue is, of course, integrating preparatory activities in your lessons. And I think that is great because you have integrated your class rules, which is really important for in order for learners, of course, to have this reminder every time they come into your class. And also, another thing that you should continue is, of course, giving or asking processing questions to have a smooth flow of discussion. Because I noticed that in every answer of your students, you have this feedback or follow up question, which is really great. I think that it fosters learning more because it tends to, um, it tends to deepen the understanding and the learning that is happening. And for two things that you should avoid, one, of course, is first pala, is code switching. Especially, of course, you teach oral communication, which we all know is an English subject. And I noticed that you started great. You started strong with English, and then in the middle of the discussion, you just code switch. And I think it is a matter of convenience, which is really okay. But I think that if we teach something or in the language part, if we teach, for example, Filipino, we should proceed with Filipino all over, and then in English, of course, we should do the same. Another thing is that it this is in the part of your energizer, because I noticed that you just had a low energy when it comes, which is really ironic because you're doing an energizer. So those are only my 2 cents. So thank you. But overall, you did great, teacher.
Thank you, evaluator Don. Other evaluator po, Teacher Crystal and Teacher Miles.
Hello. Um, so first, I would like to congratulate Miss Valdez for your demo teaching. And for the two things to continue is that in the Energizer, it is good that you ask if they understood the instructions and had them try raising their hands so that their raise hand buttons are working. I really like that one. And you included motivational questions or like reflection questions for the students on where they could apply those topics or any part of your lesson it to themselves. And for the avoid is that you answered the questions, which is really good. But although in one questions about gender sensitivity of teachers, let's be reminded that we should not generalize it, and instead let's say that teachers should, not all teachers. And for the second avoid is some questions are really vague, like what's the activity all about? I think we could replace it and like what have you realized about the activity, or if they could not answer, just replace it or make the question simpler or break the questions into chunks. But overall you did great po, and congratulations again.
Ayan, hello. For my evaluation, all of the evaluations naman that are being said by the other evaluators are the same as mine. However, I'd like to add on the part of for you to continue in teaching is ayun, giving opportunities to every student by calling them, ensuring that they're listening and understanding lesson. I really like that one because you are calling other students, no, we're not raising their hands. So you can assure that everyone's understanding, still understanding or listening to your lesson. And for the avoid naman, other evaluators also said no that in one of the question you should avoid generalizing so that the students could you could also mention real world scenarios no where teachers may or may not be gender sensitive for the students to show the real world scenarios no so that they can illustrate the need for critical discussions. Then next ayan. You said earlier, I think it was after the Energizer, the have I never something. What you said, what you felt regarding the situation. I would like you to specify what situation was that because The students, no, I observed that the students didn't quite get that because they've done multiple activities since you started the lesson. So next time you should specify or add a follow-up question on what that quote unquote situation or activity. And that's it lang. And overall, congratulations.
Ayun, thank you po for our English major evaluators. And now po, uh, for our fourth year values education po, for the comments po sa values integration. Kuya Peter.
Hi, good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon to all. And first of all, let us congratulate Teacher Princess for her um tawag nito, demo teaching. Yes. I know there's a lot of adversities, but we're here to celebrate her demo. But first, ayan. So let's focus um on the main points na sa tingin ko ay maaring continue or avoid. First, siguro dun tayo sa continue. Maganda yung yung tawag nito, yung main activity which is the never have I ever because na-hit kagad niya or parang nakikita kagad doon yung word or yung value mo na respect since your statements are pointing to that value itself, respect. And nakikita rin naman natin sa student na if they are doing it or they are not doing it, no? Siguro doon sa value question na ano yung value question mo ulit, Princess? Can I hear it again? May tinatanong ka kanina na parang nahihirapan sila sagutin or nahihirapan mong kunin yung tanong dun sa value question.
Yung value question ka na parang how would you feel if your perspectives are considered when you are communicating with someone?
Okay, sige. Maayos naman siya, pero siguro naisip ko rin na i-rephrase natin na what would you feel if someone considers about your background, status, or culture? Kasi pwede na rin pumasok doon yung respect, 'di ba? So kapag kinonsider yung iyong yung background, pwedeng lumabas doon yung respect. And one thing, doon sa iyong board work, hindi mo na ilagay yung sagot ni Jamie na admire at yung sagot ni Jocelyn ata na grateful. Ang nailagay mo lang yung relieve tsaka yung appreciate. Am I right? Tignan mo dun sa classroom screen mo.
Yes.
Actually, pwede na dun lumabas yung value sa admire and sa grateful. Kasi kung ina-admire mo yung taong yon, ano yung nararamdaman mo sa sarili mo? E di na-feel mo na nire-respeto ka niya. So ayun, yung one thing na napansin ko. And yeah, doon sa value, pati sa abstraction nakikita naman siya sa lesson proper. However, nakukulangan lang ako soon. wait na, sorry. Ubo ako. Yung value, nakikita naman dun sa mismong lesson proper. However, nakukulangan lang ako dun sa examples. Kasi sa amin, kapag kami nagtuturo, ang one thing na pino-point out sa amin, kung hindi mo kayang magbigay ng instructions, why not students ang magbigay ng instructions for you? 'Di ba? Para magkaroon ka rin ng idea ano ba yung mga examples na maaari mong tama ba? Examples ba yung sinasabi ko kanina? Examples na maaari mong maibigay dun sa sensitive statement, then sa insensitive statement. So ayun lang naman yung na-point ko sa iyong demo. And congrats, Teacher Princess, for your demo teaching.
Thank you po.
Ayun. Thank you po sa mga English majors natin and also for the kind indulgence po ng ating fourth year values education teacher doon. So, ayun po, doon po nagtatapos ang demo teaching ni Teacher Princess for grade 11 oral talk. So, maraming salamat. Next demo teaching na po.